When then Vice President Joe Biden told Ukraine he would withhold U.S. aid unless they fired the prosecutor investigating his son's gas company, media went blind, mute, and deaf.
I'm going to be leaving here, and I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
Ukraine obeyed Biden, and Biden's son Hunter went on to make millions. But when a so-called whistleblower claimed President Trump discussed the Biden scandal with new Ukrainian President Zelensky, Democrats called for President Trump's impeachment again. While the identity of the so-called whistleblower is yet unknown, their credibility nosedived when it was learned that the whistleblower did not have first-hand information. The whistleblower was demoted to leaker and finally to a close source. Senior fellow at Americans for Intelligence Reform, Dr. Christopher Hall, told One American News this episode is symptomatic of a larger war within the intelligence community.
It's pretty clear that we have two teams of whistleblowers now. We have a team of whistleblowers or leakers who are playing against Donald Trump. They're playing against the duly elected president of the United States of America. And the media, the mainstream media in particular, is picking up whatever they say and trumpeting it around the world as though it were gospel truth before they have any confirmation of it, including in this most recent case when all we really have is hearsay.
The second team of whistleblowers, says Hall, consists of those who expose the deep state activity led by Obama holdovers who are actively targeting and derailing the sitting president. This group, says Hall, is all but ignored by the media. The whistleblower in the Ukraine story, however, raises allegiance questions.
The question is whether the motivation of this individual is in fact to protect the United States against enemies foreign and domestic per the oath of office that the individual took, or is the motivation like that of too many people inside of the sprawling intelligence bureaucracy to take down the sitting president of the United States?
Democrats convened Tuesday to discuss setting up an impeachment investigation, but President Trump deflated their plans in a tweet. I have authorized the release tomorrow of the complete, fully declassified and unredacted transcript of my phone conversation with President Zelensky of Ukraine. With the transcripts expected to clear President Trump of wrongdoing, the next question becomes, who is the whistleblower and can they be punished? If found to be an American citizen spying on the president under the Espionage Act of 1917, they could be found guilty of treason. Ukraine policy analyst Christina Pushaw told One American News that one of the more remarkably ignored aspects of this story goes back to the original facts surrounding Biden. While the original prosecutor Biden demanded removed was corrupt, the prosecutor Biden endorsed to replace him was worse.
He had no legal education. He was known primarily for actually getting drunk. Why Biden would use $1 billion of loan guarantees from the U.S., taxpayer money, to get this kind of result, to put this guy in power, to support somebody who, to replace a corrupt prosecutor with a more corrupt prosecutor and more ineffective prosecutor, that's anyone's guess.
Pushaw says Biden likely knew he was endorsing a bad prosecutor.
That Biden, with all of his experience and contacts in Ukraine, being the Obama administration's point person, he would have known who this guy was, and he would have known that this person would not be an effective general prosecutor from day one.
With President Trump releasing the transcripts of his phone call, the Democrats seem to have accomplished only one of their two possible goals in pushing this story: the political end of their flailing lead candidate, Joe Biden. Chanel Rion, One American News, the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.